For Comedy Hype News, I'm John Ava. The creator of the Dilbert comic strip would cause an uproar on social media this week when he would voice his opinion concerning race relations in America, and more specifically his views on black people. Scott Adams, who first published the cartoon strip Dilbert in 1989, has now concerned many of his supporting outlets to the point that several have decided to no longer publish his strip. Dilbert's message for fellow white Americans: get away from black people.
So if nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me, according to this poll, that's a hate group. That's a hate group. And I don't want to have anything to do with them. And I would say, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. So that's what I did. I went to a neighborhood where, I have a very low black population. So I think it makes no sense whatsoever as a white citizen of America to try to help black citizens anymore. It doesn't make sense. It's no longer a rational impulse. I'm going to back off from being helpful to black America because it doesn't seem like it pays off. Like I've been doing it all my life, and the only outcome is I get called a racist. It makes no sense to help black Americans if you're white. It's over. And I'm also really sick of seeing video after video of black Americans beating up non-black citizens. I realize it's anecdotal, and it doesn't give me a full picture of what's happening. But every damn day I look on social media and there's some black person beating the shit out of some white person.
Now, Adams' response would be sparked by a poll that he came across which asked, is it okay to be white? According to the Rasmussen poll, 53% of black Americans would agree, while 26% disagree, and the remaining would be labeled as unsure. In response to Adams' video, D.L. Hughley would catch wind of it and quickly would air out the comic strip creator while sharing the video on his Instagram page. Hate for black people just cost this racist more than he ever made from any one of us reading his comic strip. Hashtag Scott Adams. The only hate that's evident is yours. Happy job hunting. Hughley's post would receive close to 1,500 comments, and one commenter would go on the right, come on man, there's no poll. Black people don't have no problem with any people, especially white people. It's the other way around. Black people never bombed a church, lynched a white man, shot a white man down like a dog while he was only jogging, killed a white 17-year-old child because he was playing his music allegedly too loud. This man is always trying to change the narrative to avoid the truth. I don't know why they think all black people are poor. A whole lot of us are doing our thing out here and don't need nothing from you, buddy. Just like not all white people are doing great. The struggle is real for a lot of people, not just black people. Leslie Jones would also go on to add, they just saying the inside part loudly, outside now. And this just didn't happen. He had a hate for black people for a while. And what does he say to all the white men shooting up shit? For many, Adams' comments would receive outrage while others expressed an appreciation for his level of transparency. Following the cancellation of his strip, Adams would issue a response that despite the uproar, not many disagree with him, including black people.
And now there are a bunch of made-up reasons because the actual thing that people are mad at me about, they all agree with. So nobody disagrees with my two main claims, that you should treat all individuals as individuals, no discrimination. Everybody agrees with that, except racists, I guess, which I disavow. And then the second point, that you should avoid anything that statistically looks like a bad idea for you personally. Nobody's disagreed with that. Have you noticed? The actual claim, nobody's disagreed with. Not black people. In fact, the main supporters I've seen lately were black. And they were saying, yeah, if you listen to it in context, it makes perfect sense. and a number of black people are telling me they did the same thing. They looked at their neighborhood and said, I think I'll live over here. It looks safer.
Several years ago, Adams would engage in a social experiment and begin to identify himself as black. People don't know I'm left-wing. I volunteered to work on Black Lives Matter. Adams would claim that his intentions have been to help fight against systemic racism. So I'll leave it at this. Mr. Adams, what you fail to realize is that despite the intentions you claim, it will never read well for a successful person to publicly criticize another community's struggles. You seem very well educated enough to know this. We don't need lecturers pointing out our flaws, highlighting us as the poster child of attack videos, pushing talking points that make us seem unworthy of help. What message does that send to other communities? You may feel your heart is in the right place because you have your statistics, but if you really want to help specifically the Black community, you will be aware of the privilege that you've had in this country for 65 years and hire a team of Black cartoonists and let them publish their messages using your once sizable network of relations and publication. That is, if you really want to help. Let's talk about it more in the comments below. Do you think what Adams had to say was just a case of being the wrong messenger? And for more news and comedy, subscribe here to our YouTube channel and follow Comedy Hype across all social media. For Comedy Hype News, I'm John Allen.
And I would say, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from Black people.